This is Dawn Brooks, and this is, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hello, Greta Von Burton here as always.
Speak up, don't be shy.
Greta Von Burton here as always.
You see what I got to deal with, folks. Anyway, Miss Von Burton and I was about to say we're having tea. I'm having coffee, and her drink of choice is tea. It's early in the morning, so you need to I start my day off with coffee.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, I make good tea and coffee. Anyway, the name of this Dawn Brooks. Oh, let me say something about my coffee cup. You know, when I usually drink coffee, I have the one for my daughter that says, "This guy is one awesome dad." Well, this is a Starbucks coffee. I'm not trying to advertise Starbucks, but I have a friend, and since I haven't asked him to use his name, I'll just call him by his initials, E.L. And we used to drink coffee together. Let's do it again at Starbucks sometime. Okay, enough of that. All righty. The name of this Dawn Brooks show is Candidate Against Redlining. Now, redlining is a practice of racial discrimination in housing. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. Racial discrimination in housing. But I'm going to read the definition. A discriminatory practice in which services are withheld from potential customers who reside in neighborhoods classified as hazardous to their investment. These neighborhoods have significant numbers of ethnic minorities. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we have a candidate who's against that and more, and we're going to talk about her. Her name is Celia Israel. Have you ever heard of her?
Yes, she is currently running for mayor of Austin, right?
She sure is, and we're going to talk a little bit about this lady because she's tired of business as usual, the good old boys, the redliners, and all those people. She is running a campaign about inclusion. She says she is building a grassroots inclusion campaign where all Austinites share a piece of the pie. She says this election is about who gets to live in Austin and who gets to decide who lives in Austin. Not just the big shots, the people. And I'm for that. She is a member of the Texas House of Representatives, and she's for voting rights. I always have to look at my paper when I say this one because I'm not good at alphabets. She's for voting rights, LGBTQ rights, and improved transportation. All those things are significant, and all those things are important. There's a candidate who's running against her who's been around Austin for a long time. That's Kurt Watson, and she came out against him and said, "Oh, I have this." By the way, I get a lot of my articles from the newspaper and not from the internet. And this article about Miss Israel, she's criticizing Kurt Watson but for his return to redlining because he's been in Austin politics for forever. She said his candidacy will divide instead of unite. And she says, as we know, people talk that talk, but she's been for these issues, and her record shows that she's been for these issues. LGBTQ rights. Did I say it right that time?
LGBTQ.
Yeah, I said it right. I'm going to get it one time. One of these days. And housing, big proponent of fair housing. Something that we shouldn't even have to talk about because fair housing goes way back to the 60s, and we're still talking about fair housing now. She's ready to do something about it, and she believes the only way she can do something about it is to have a grassroots campaign. This is all inclusive. I don't know if she'll win. I don't even know who else is running. I'm going to get familiar with the issues and the candidates before voting time, and I suggest that we all do. And but from what I've read about her, I think she is somebody that we need to pay attention to and listen to. So Best of luck to you, Mrs. Israel. And we'll see you later. Let's finish our drink.